Hello, I'm James Stewart, Sheriff of Anoka County, and welcome back to the Sheriff's Show. On this episode, we'll get a look inside the Sheriff's Office SWAT team. We'll take a look at our Criminal Investigations Division, and we'll ride along with one of our patrol deputies. Also, the K-9 unit will show us one of their recent trainings, the Reserve unit will give us an overview of their specialty area, and we will head over to the range for the Sheriff's Office annual night and cold weather shoot. The Sheriff's Show starts next. The Anoka County Sheriff's Office has one of the finest SWAT teams in the state. Our deputies have the training and experience to face whatever situation they may be called upon and ultimately keep the citizens of Anoka County safe. Let's tag along as the SWAT team conducts a day of training in Now Then, Minnesota.
Hi, my name is Sergeant Tim Day with the Anoka County Sheriff's Office. Today, I'm also a member of our SWAT team, and today we're out doing some training in the city of Linwood. A little bit about our SWAT team. We're comprised of 20 operators, what we call operators. We have 3 paramedics and 3 negotiators. Today, our training, we set up some scenario work at an abandoned farmhouse out in the county, out in the city of Now Then. And specifically today, what we were working on was using our robot that we recently acquired to assist us in clearing houses and using it in operations that we would typically be called out to. A typical call out for us would be anything over and above what the local police departments feel that they can handle, specifically hostage rescue, barricaded suspects. We have suicidal people, anything where there's the threat of guns, explosives, things like that. So today what we were doing was we were out training in this abandoned farmhouse. It gives us a good opportunity to operate in a real-life environment, and also we get to see different things that we typically wouldn't be able to see in a training house that we see all the time. Members of our team work full-time at the Sheriff's Office or at North Memorial Medical Center, and we are a part-time SWAT team, meaning that if we do get called out, we all carry phones. A text message is sent out to each one of our phones, and we respond back to the Sheriff's Office, where we then gather all of our equipment and respond to the scene. Typically we try to get to the scene and have people on scene and taking over perimeter positions and things like that within 45 minutes. So we all have normal duties, whether it be in patrol, whether it be in our crime scene unit, up in CID, or even the North Memorial paramedics, but this is something that each one of the members tests out for, and we have a physical agility test, a shoot, several interviews, and then we also bring it before our team, and each person that is on this team is hand selected to do the job. In training with our robot today, like I said before, we newly acquired this robot. What this robot affords us to do is to be more safe in our operations. Instead of sending a body through the door or sending one of our canines through the door, we can use the robot and go in and take a look around before we send any one of the members of our team in. And that just gives us some eyes up front. We're able to talk to anybody that may be inside of the house with the robot. And overall, it just makes our operations a little bit more safe. I just want to thank the people who let us use their buildings, whether it be a house or a commercial building or something like that. It really assists our SWAT team in being able to operate in a real-life environment that we may not see every day. And in the end, it makes our training more effective because we get good first-hand knowledge of buildings and things that we may not see on a daily basis. We can test equipment that we have to use and make sure that it works in these environments. And ultimately, it makes our team safer and also it assists us when we are out in the general public. We're able to have good working knowledge of anything that we may come upon.
Come on now with your hands up. Out. Keep both your hands up. Let me see both of them. I can't see the other one yet. All right, turn around. Turn around. All right, walk back towards me. Keep walking.
When our citizens need help, they call the cops. When our cops need help, they call SWAT. We want to ensure that our team is always prepared to keep you and your family as safe as possible. We'll be right back with more of the Sheriff Show after this.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year? The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Our Criminal Investigations Division has a unique collection of individuals and equipment that helps the Sheriff's Office solve crimes from all across the county. Let's talk with CID Commander Brian Padani, who will give us an overview of the wide range of specialty units that are contained within this division.
Hi, I'm Brian Padani, the commander of the Criminal Investigations Division here at the Anoka County Sheriff's Office. The Criminal Investigations Division, or CID as it's known, provides a wide variety of services to Anoka County on a county-wide level. These services are provided 24 hours a day, regardless of whether agencies have a police department or the Sheriff's Office as their primary patrol provider. CID has 4 groups within it. This includes the major crimes detectives, the crime scene unit, the Anoka Hennepin Drug Task Force, and the Fraud Prevention Investigations Unit. The major crimes unit of CID is comprised of 16 detectives that provide 24-hour investigative services across Anoka County for felony-level crimes as well as death investigations. And the Anoka Hennepin Drug Task Force provides 24-hour narcotics investigation as well as assistance on violent crime investigations. The Fraud Prevention Investigation Unit provides economic assistance investigations, fraud investigations to Anoka County in conjunction with the Anoka County Human Services Department. Our other group is the crime scene unit, of which we have 5 deputies and a sergeant, and Deputy Mark Peterson is going to talk to you about our crime scene unit.
The Anoka County Sheriff's Office has provided a crime lab since approximately 1965 to its citizens. With the move to the new Sheriff's Office facility in 2010, the daily operational role of the crime lab was adapted. This was primarily done because of the creation of the Tri-County Regional Forensic Laboratory. The crime lab was adapted into a unit now referred to as the crime scene unit. The crime scene unit consists of 1 sergeant and 5 deputy sheriffs. Those people provide 24-hour coverage to citizens of Anoka County and respond to crime scenes in and around the greater Anoka County area. The primary role of the crime scene unit is to document, preserve, and collect physical evidence related to crimes and crime scenes. That evidence is then brought back to the Sheriff's Office. At the Sheriff's Office, evidence can be packaged for long-term storage. It can be provided to different forensic laboratories for specific laboratory analysis. Out at the crime scene unit deputies will frequently employ evidence collection techniques such as the collection of fingerprints, biological material such as DNA, which is commonly found in things like semen, skin cells, hair, blood, or urine. We also collect evidence which can be used for things like physical comparison matches, such as broken glass or pieces of fiber, hair, or fabric. A number of items at crime scenes that are also collected include things like tire track impressions, footwear impressions, and also paint collection.
As you can see, CID does provide a very wide variety of services to agencies in the Anoka County community. We are very proud to serve the citizens here in Anoka County, and we know that this is an economically responsible and professional way that we're able to provide these services in conjunction with other law enforcement in Anoka County.
As you can see, this group of experts are trained in a wide variety of specialties in order to ensure that we can respond to any given situation, investigate it thoroughly, and bring about justice as we serve you. We'll be back with more of the Sheriff Show after this.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
The Sheriff's Office Patrol Division provides services to the entire county of Anoka, from speed enforcement and response to crashes to responding to medical emergencies and domestics. Our deputies play a pivotal role in helping keep our county safe. We rode along with one of our patrol deputies during one of their shifts so we could gain a greater glimpse into what our deputies do on a day-to-day basis.
Hello, my name is Deputy Quinn with the Anoka County Sheriff's Office. My assignment this year is the Patrol Division, where my office is the squad car here. On the Patrol Division, we respond to a lot of calls for service. This time of year, a lot of car hit deer, a lot of medicals, a lot of accidents, obviously, as well as domestics in other situations. When we're not answering calls for service, we do traffic enforcement, whether that's speeding, violations of snowmobiles, ATVs, and all kinds of different traffic enforcement. The Patrol Division at the Sheriff's Office responds to a lot of different calls for service, whether that's people getting stuck in the ditch, medicals, domestics, any other traffic hazards like car accidents. Car versus deer is a common call nowadays. When we're not responding for calls of service, we are patrolling the neighborhoods, the county roads, and any other space in the cities and in the counties, just keeping an eye on the community. Again, some helpful hints for you drivers out there that would help us do our job is when we get these snowfalls like we have been recently, if you could clear the snow off your license plates. Also, make sure that the snow is off your windows and that the windows are properly defogged so that you can see everything that's going on around you. Makes it safer for you as well as the other drivers and pedestrians on the street, especially with daylight savings, how early it gets dark and how dark it is in the morning with the school kids walking around on the streets and stuff. It's just easier and safer for everybody. One of the things that will help us out when we're trying to respond to these emergency calls, whether it's a medical or a car crash where people have injuries, is to look in your rearview mirrors and look around you and be observant when you're driving on these roads. We do have a lot of flashing lights and we do use our sirens, but more often than not, or oftentimes, people don't seem to see us. It gets a little frustrating for us, but more importantly, it slows us down to get to the people that need our help. Our ultimate goal is to keep the community of Anoka County safe and informed. So we're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, here to answer any questions that you have or concerns that you have. And like I said, we're here for you guys.
Every day as a patrol deputy can vary greatly. One thing remains consistent though. We work hard to hire the best candidates, to train to the highest level, and provide the best possible services while remaining responsive and responsible to the citizens that we proudly serve. We'll be right back with more of the Sheriff Show.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
At the Sheriff's Office, we have a canine unit that is trained for a variety of purposes. Our dogs are trained to sniff for explosives, locate illegal drugs, and apprehend suspects when needed. Deputy Cullen Zach has more information for us on the canine unit as we join them for one of their recent training days.
Today, we're going to show a demonstration of our training for narcotic vehicle interdiction. During the training that we do, there is a substance stored in the vehicle. Deputy Aker will conduct a sniff of the exterior of the vehicle, looking for an alert or an indication so Matt can search the inside of the vehicle. We train mainly on 5 different types of narcotics that we see here in Anoka County. We see marijuana, which we train on, methamphetamine, heroin, cocaine, and crack cocaine. During our trainings, we do many different types of hides in both low and high, interior and exterior, as well as vehicles interior and exterior. Each month, we do approximately 16 to 20 hours of training. With our dual-purpose dogs, each of our dogs are attached with the Anoka County SWAT team. They're all SWAT trained and SWAT certified, as well as apprehension and patrol certified. A lot of times, we'll assist the Anoka County and North Metro Drug Task Force with serving high-risk warrants. After the warrant is served, we will assist by searching the interior of the residences looking for narcotics. During the SWAT callouts and as well as patrol, one thing that we do is we search buildings. We can do a tactical entry of the building, sending the dog ahead of us and able to sniff out hiding suspects. One of the training demonstrations that we're going to perform is what we call a suspect search. On the field, there are 6 boxes. In one of the boxes, there'll be a suspect, and our training will show the dog's ability to sniff out the suspect and then alert. On patrol and on a SWAT call-out, we're able to use the dogs to notify us that a suspect is near or close. At that time, we can adjust and take necessary action so we can defuse the situation peacefully. Given the diversity of the Anoka County Sheriff's Canine Unit, having an EOD dog to sniff out bombs and explosives, to have narcotic interdiction dogs, as well as patrol and SWAT certified dogs, assist with keeping the Anoka County citizens and the Anoka County deputies, as well as other officers in our county, safe.
We have found that by having a diverse team of canines with varying specialties, we are better able to deal with the various needs of our communities and respond accordingly. Our canine handlers hold a great deal of responsibility and work hard to ensure our services exceed expectations. The Sheriff Show will continue right after this.
We innovate, offering live event coverage via our website and on-demand streaming
on Sunfish Lake in Ramsey, and you're watching QCTV.
We have a wide range of volunteers that assist the Anoka County Sheriff's Office throughout the year. The Special Deputy Unit is one of the biggest assets within our office that utilizes almost all volunteers from our community. Here is our commander of the Anoka County Special Deputy Unit, Dave Harvett, with more information about the Special Deputy Unit.
Hi, my name is Dave Harvett. I'm commander of the Anoka County Sheriff's Office Special Deputy Unit. And as a Special Deputy Unit, we are a unique group of highly trained individuals that volunteer through the Anoka County Sheriff's Office. Some of the things that we do with the Anoka County Sheriff's Office is assisting licensed deputies with either accident scenes, motorist assists, traffic stops, transporting individuals either to a known location or to jail if need be. One of the other primary functions for our Special Deputy Unit is covering all of the community parades and special events throughout the entire Anoka County. You'll see our group at many of the Anoka County parades, ranging from local cities to the Anoka City Halloween parade every year. If we are not in the parades with some sort of vehicle from the Sheriff's Office, we'll be on the sidelines with traffic and helping crowd control and security. One of the other things that we do every year is the annual Anoka County Fair. We'll provide security for that, and that's a large event for us. We'll have assistance from other agencies coming out and helping us out. Our unit is made up of up to 50 special deputies, and we're always looking for more. If you are interested in becoming a special deputy, you do not have to have a law enforcement background. We will do the training. Anoka County and the support from the Sheriff's Office is fantastic. You would enroll in a Anoka County Police Reserve Academy. Once you've passed that academy and graduated, you would come into the Sheriff's Office. You'd be supplied uniform and your items for your uniform, and then you'd be paired up with a field training officer, and that would go for the next couple of months where you would be trained with the Sheriff's Office procedures and policies and make sure that you're a good fit for the Special Deputy Unit. Another function of the Special Deputy Unit is recreational patrol, assisting the office with water patrol, ATV patrol, snowmobile patrol, and enforcing those laws or assisting licensed deputies while they're enforcing those laws. We also will do business checks either during the evening while the business is closed to be able to provide security through the parking lot, or just appearance of the Sheriff's Office through the parking lot, randomly pulling on doors to make sure the businesses are secured, or if there's suspicious activity involving licensed deputies to report and respond to that business. We'll also be out in the community just as community policing and appearance from the Sheriff's Office, whether it's just walking through a business such as the YMCA and providing a smiley face for the kids to see and handing out stickers and or tattoos, and just talking with the community, interacting with them. Special Deputy Unit is made up of all volunteers. None of the special deputies for Anoka County are paid or compensated for their time. We put in upwards of 8,000 to 9,000 hours per year just to help and give back to the citizens of Anoka County and keep the county safe.
I started out my career in law enforcement many years ago with a reserve unit and can certainly appreciate the time that they donate in service to others. We're very proud and appreciative of our volunteer force that works so hard to ensure that our operational needs are always met. We'll be right back with more of the Sheriff Show after this.
Allison is my friend. We met in school when we were younger and grew up together. We did everything together. Then one day something happened, and people started to tease her, being really mean. At first she would pretend it was no big deal, that it didn't hurt her. But after a while it started to get to her. Her grades started to slip, and she used to be such an awesome student. Then she stopped talking to everyone, even me. Now she's not around anymore, and I miss her so much. Allison was my friend.
Metro.
on Lowry.
Got a crash with injuries blocking here.
4W.
For your safety and ours, please slow down, stay back, stay alive.
This message brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Transportation.
Finally, every year, all of our deputies within the Sheriff's Office take part in a night and cold weather shoot. This training ensures that our deputies will be ready to respond to threats effectively, no matter what the elements are like. Deputy Jeff Piper will talk to us about this year's night and cold weather shoot.
My name is Deputy Jeff Piper. I'm a firearms instructor with the Anoka County Sheriff's Office, and tonight we're at our range for our nighttime and adverse weather shoot. Throughout the year we'll have open ranges as well as training and qualification shoots, and tonight's one of our training shoots. As firearms instructors throughout the year we'll train with our partners on fundamentals of shooting, which is the grip on the weapon, the draw, your stance, sight alignment, sight picture, breathing, and trigger squeeze. We'll also work on other skills, which is shooting on the move, shooting from behind cover, moving while we're moving from side to side, or getting offline as we call it. What I mean by that is when the shooter draws their weapon, they'll step left or right. If they do a magazine change, they'll step left or right. When they re-engage the target, they'll step left and right. The purpose of that is so the shooter is not static or staying in one position throughout the shoot. Officers and deputies throughout the county will be wearing different clothing than they normally would during the summer or the warmer months. They'll be wearing winter boots, long johns, a winter coat, hat, and what really gives the shooters a hard time is wearing gloves. So the shooters will be wearing gloves tonight. This is one of the first adverse weather shoots that I've been involved in where we've had snow on the ground, so they're also going to have to deal with uneven footing while shooting on the move. What makes the nighttime and adverse weather shoot different is having to fight through the problems that the shooters will have with their clothing. The shooters are going to have to make sure they have a good grip on the weapon with gloves. They have to ensure that the gloves that they're wearing, that they're going to be able to get their trigger finger inside the trigger guard. Fine motor skills tend to go out the window when the weather's cold and when you're under stress. So the shooters are going to have to make sure they can manipulate their magazine release button, make sure that they can draw a magazine from their magazine pouch, insert the magazine into the magazine well in their weapon, and charge their weapon to get back into the fight. So we as firearms instructors have a responsibility to our partners to put together training that's going to challenge them. And here at the Anoka County Sheriff's Office, as well as the firearms instructors throughout the county, I believe we do a very good job of that.
Throughout the year, we provide a wide variety of training to regional law enforcement to ensure that collectively we are prepared and we are professional in our response. Finally, as the snow has begun to fly, too soon if you ask me, I want to remind all Anoka County citizens to take your time and be safe while out on the roadway when inclement weather strikes. When it becomes too unsafe to drive, please stay off the roads. Our biggest goal is to keep you safe. So when in doubt, don't go out. Thank you for watching this episode of The Sheriff Show.